We were discussing how, having lost their kingdom to asuras, the Devatas, headed by Brahma and Shiva, took shelter of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu appeared. Then they offered wonderful prayers glorifying the transcendental beauty of Lord Vishnu. And then Lord Vishnu is asking or giving a solution to their current problem. That is where we have been discussing. Sukadeva Goswami is saying that when the Supreme Lord was thus offered prayers by the Devatas headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and others, the Supreme Lord, understanding their hearts in a deep voice that resembled the rumbling of clouds, replied to the Devatas, who all stood there attentively with folded hands. So the Lord then responded to the Devatas, who are eager to get some solution. Although the Supreme Lord, the Master of the Devatas, was capable of doing the activities of the Devatas, he wanted to enjoy the pastimes of churning the ocean and therefore spoke as follows. The Lord himself could have fought with the asuras, defeated them, and would have given the heaven to Devatas. He could have done single handedly. But Lord is not doing that because he wanted to perform a great pastime, a wonderful pastime which is in his mind. So, in order to perform that wonderful pastime, he wanted to inspire the Devatas to begin the step by step event which culminate in the manifestation of that wonderful pastime. So, that is to churn the milk ocean. So, churning the milk ocean, so Lord wanted to employ Devatas and Asuras, everyone in that service. So, keeping that in mind, the Lord is suggesting the Devatas to make a truce with the Asuras and churn the milk ocean. So, wherein Lord was saying that, O Brahma, O Shiva, and other Devatas, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, etc., please hear me with great attention so that you will have good fortune. So, please listen to the solution which I am offering. That solution will bring you good fortune. As long as you are not flourishing, you should make a truce with the demons who are now being favored by time. So, right now, since the time is favoring the asuras, you cannot win over them. They are more powerful than you. In order to increase your power, you need to drink nectar. So, how do you get nectar? That solution is given. O Devatas, to attain an important goal, one may even have to make a truce with one's enemies. On attaining one's goal, one should be like the snake and mouse. So, Lord is telling that in order to achieve your goal, you need to make friends with others also, those who are opposing you. But because this goal requires the help of many people, so in order to fulfill that goal, you can follow the morality that has been indicated by snake mouse logic. When snake and mouse are bound in a cage, the snake should take the help of mouse to get out of, because snake cannot cut the net, so mouse can cut. So take the help of mouse, so and then get out of the situation. So in that way, same way, you immediately endeavor to produce nectar, which a person who is about to die may drink in order to recover. So basically, by drinking nectar, a person live for a long time like one manvantara time period. So with that intention is being indicated. Lord is telling that only by drinking nectar, all of you can become more powerful than Indra. Even a dying person can become youthful. So that your power will not diminish. You can defeat the Devatas. So make truce with the Asuras to produce nectar. So like that. So how to produce nectar? That is by churning the milk ocean. Just by churning the milk ocean? No. Before churning the milk ocean, put all the important ingredients into the milk ocean and churn. So by the mixture of the important ingredients and by churning the milk ocean will produce finally the nectar. So that was the context where we stopped the class in the last time at 21st verse, and today we'll continue from 22nd verse onwards. So Lord is describing how to churn the milk ocean. क्षिप्ता क्षीरो ददौ सर्वा
क्षिप्ता क्षीरौ ददौ सर्वं
विरुत्तृणा लतौषधि
विरुत्तृणालतौषधी
मन्तानं मन्दरं कृत्वा
मन्थानं मन्दरं कृत्वा
नेत्रं कृत्वा तु वासिकीम्
नेत्रं कृत्वा तु वासुकिम्
सहायेन मया देव
सहायेन मया देवा
निर्मन्तध्वम् अतन्द्रिता
निर्मन्तध्वम् अतन्द्रितः
क्लेशभाजो भविष्यन्ति
क्लेशभाजो भविष्यन्ति
दैत्या यूयं फलग्रहा
दैत्या यूयं फलग्रहा. O demigods, cast into the ocean of milk all kinds of vegetables, grass, creepers, and drugs. Then, with my help, making Mandar mountain the churning rod and Vasuki the rope for churning, churn the ocean of milk with undiverted attention. Thus, the demons will be engaged in labor, but you, the demigods, will gain the actual result, the nectar produced from the ocean.
Hmm. Cast all kinds of vegetables, grasses, creeper, and herbs into the ocean of milk. Then, with my help, making Mandara mountain the churning rod and Vasuki at the rope, churn the ocean of milk with undiverted attention. The demons will be engaged in labor, but you will gain the actual result. So basically, churning the ocean is not an ordinary task. One person cannot do. We need many people to do this. So for that, Lord is saying that ah, tell the asuras that we will churn the milk ocean, we will get the nectar, we will share the nectar 50-50. But I'll be there to make sure that only you will get the nectar. Something like that. Lord is promising. Churning the plants with milk will produce a decoction which will be nectar. Netra means rope. Do it with help from me. The result is that you will attain the nectar and the demons will just put forth effort. So someone may think that hey, why Lord is doing like this? Lord is supposed to be very truthful, moral, and self-sufficient. Why he is employing asuras huh? And wanted to cheat them last later on. So externally, it seems to be Lord is very much inspiring Devatas to act immorally, inappropriately against the Asura, something like that. But what Asuras did also like that only. The Asuras supposed to be happy in their own places. For no reason, they keep on attacking on the Devatas' heaven, Devatas' throne, and dethrone them and send them to woods or something like that, which they are not supposed to. They keep doing all these things. So it is something like tit for tat. Like that, Lord is trying to plan. यूयं तद् अनुमोदध्वम्
यूयं तद् अनुमोदध्वम्
यदिच्छन्ति असुरासुरा
यदिच्छन्ति असुरासुरा
न संरम्भेन सिद्ध्यन्ति
न सौरम्भेण सिद्ध्यन्ति
सर्वार्था सान्त्वयायता.
सर्वार्था सान्त्वया यथा. My dear demigods, with patience and peace, everything can be done. But if one is agitated by anger, the goal is not achieved. Therefore, whatever the demons ask, agree to their proposal.
So, since churning the milk ocean not only requires more people, it also requires more time. patience and persistence is more important in completing this mission. And that too, you are going to accomplish this mission in the company of asuras who does not like you and you does not like them. So there is a great possibility of disagreement among you all. But be patient. I am telling you to churn the milk ocean for nectar, not for so many other byproducts that might come during the process. If you simply keep on arguing about the byproducts which are coming in between, you will never ever come to the end point of getting nectar. So whatever may come in between, even if the asuras say that I want this, just leave them, give them to them without quarreling. They may take all small benefits in between, but finally the end result will be for you. That is more important than other small results like that. Oh Devatas, since all goals are accomplished by compromise and not by fighting, that is disagreement and quarrel, agree to whatever the demons desire. So during the process of churning, whatever the demons say, just say yes and move on. Say yes and move on. So like that, Lord is cautioning in between. Otherwise, if you start arguing, the system will not go forward. The churning will not go forward. Nectar won't come. So that is the whole point. नभेतव्यं कालकूट sorry नभीतव्यं कालकूटात्
न भेतव्यं कालकूटात्
विषाज्जलधि सम्भवात्
विषाजलधिसम्भवात्
लोभकार्यो न वो जातु
लोभकार्यो नवो जातु
रोषः कामस्तु वस्तुषु.
रोषः कामस्तु वस्तुषु. Translation: A poison known as Kalkuta will be generated from the ocean of milk, but you should not fear it. And when various products are churned from the ocean, you should not be greedy for them or anxious to obtain them, nor should you be angry.
One more thing, when you start churning the ocean, definitely the poison will come, Kalakuta Visha will come, but don't become afraid. There will be a solution for it. So don't be afraid. And when the products will come, don't be greedy. You should not fear the poison known as Kalakuta, which will be generated from the ocean of milk. And you should not be greedy, lusty, and angry when product arise from the churning of the milk ocean. As he told in the previous verse that never ever try to argue or quarrel with the asuras over the products. And when the product, why there will be argument, quarrel, disagreement, etc. When there is greed, when there is lust, I want this, then only there is quarrel and disagreement. So when you don't eye upon something, then there is no need to disagreement and quarrel and etc. And becoming angry. That is the why they are only taking everything. So let them take all the small things. You will get the final product. So like that. You should not be greedy for the jewels produced. You should not be anger when the demons take the jewels. You should not display lust for the best of women produced from the journey. So Lord is indirectly telling what all going to come. Don't be greedy after valuable things. Don't be lusty after women who are going to be produced. Even Mother Lakshmi will be produced. In the beginning only is telling, don't be lusty. And don't be angry when the demons say, I want this. So like that. So Lord is giving every cautionary suggestion in the beginning only. So Lord's point is that the churning should be completed. The whole process of churning and obtaining nectar should be completed. That is only possible when there is tolerance, patience, perseverance on the point of asuras, devatas. Asuras do not have all these things. So let asuras take all the byproducts, whatever they get, whatever may come during the process. So like that, Lord is mentally preparing the devatas in the very beginning only. Because Lord wanted this wonderful pastime and Lord does not want any intermediate interruptions in this. In spite of all this, there are so many interruptions will come, and Lord Himself will solve all those problems and make the Samudra Manthan should complete. He will take um, the risk of mitigating all the difficulties and taking the past time ahead. So we'll get to see eventually. So in that way. So these are the words spoken by the Lord. Lord told what is the solution and how to accomplish this, and he prepared them while doing the task. What kind of mental disposition the Devata should be having. So like that. So now let us see what the Devatas will do. Sri Shuka Uvacha
Shuka Uvacha
Iti Devan Samadisha
Iti Devan Samadesha
Bhagavan Purushottamah
Bhagavan Purushottamah
Tesham Antardade Rajan
Tesham Antardade Rajan
Swachandagatirishvaraha.
Swachanda Gatirishvara. Translation. Sukdev Goswami continued, O King Parikshit, after advising the demigods in this way, the independent Supreme Personality of Godhead, the best of all living entities, disappeared from their presence. Hare Krishna.
So after thus giving darshan, after accepting their prayers, after proposing them a solution, a immediate action plan, the Lord disappeared. O King, after advising the Devatas in this way, the Supreme Lord, the Master of the Devatas, the best of all living entities, the completely independent in his movement, disappeared. Swachanda Gatir, the Lord disappeared. Tesham Ishvara means the Lord of the Devatas. So you can speak a little louder, Mataji. Okay. Yeah.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna, can you hear?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I was just trying to understand like this many what plants and some things herbs were put in the ocean, the milk ocean. And Srila Prabhupada also has written in one place that maybe means some kind of a decoction which gets formed due to the milk and those medicinal herbs and all. From that, the nectar is produced like that. So, but I was thinking with the same ingredients, also the poison is also getting produced, no? Or it was there somewhere in the Kshisagar and that came out. Like,
No,
how to
not like
understand?
that. See, just you can see correlation between the curd, how butter is produced by churning the yogurt. How yogurt is formed by adding little curd to the milk.
Yeah.
So when it yes, na?
Yes.
You have 1 liter milk and you add 1 spoon of curd. Next day morning you have curd and you churn it, you get butter. Same way, madam, there is a milk, there is a big milk ocean. So you need to add little bit curd to it. That addition of curd is all these plants, Oshadi. So
Okay.
as Bhagavatam says, what all we need to add? The some plants were some vegetables, grasses, creepers, herbs. These are all like little bit curd, which we are supposed to add to milk, like that we call na culture, something
Yeah.
like that. So, but all these things and also the milk ocean might be having so many other things also inside the milk ocean also just like inside the ocean there are so many plants and so many other things are there. So when you churn, so whatever is not good, that will come out first. So you remove that, then the good products will come one after the other, something like that we can take, because so many things we are adding now, the vegetables, grasses, creepers, herbs, of course they have good quality. Huh? At the same time, they also might be having some bad qualities also. All those bad qualities are coming out in the form of alahal. So like that we can see.
Okay, so whatever the negative aspect of
Mm.
these additions, what were done to the milk ocean, they
And also the ocean itself.
okay.
So there could be
So
some things are already there inside the ocean. So like that.
yeah, because there are that 14 Ratnas came out of Samudra Manthanna project. So they must be
They'll
already
they
there.
they may be there. They'll come much later. But at the very beginning, all this we can see in many places also. So even when you take sugarcane juice, when you heat it, so a kind of fur is formed on the top. They keep removing it. You remove it and keep on heat it, it becomes good, jaggery.
Yeah.
So even in home also, normal dal, if you don't wash properly when you boil it, there's a lot of fur is formed on the top.
Yes, yes.
So that will be removed. It is taken out from a
That
strainer
we
or
learned now that yeah, Indra seems come as a form of a foam on
mm,
everything. What
mm, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, that means that is why this with the same ingredients, first the Calcutta came, and
Mm.
whatever the rest of the things will come out that were maybe there already in the milk ocean. They due to the churning now they are coming. Like Lakshmi ji and Airavat and all those things, they are not getting formed due to this decoction which is getting formed with the herbs and
That we don't know. See, this is not exactly on the material level. It is happening on the heavenly level. So whether they are there inside or they are getting formed or what is happening exactly, we cannot interpret in our day-to-day observation.
okay,
Some
okay.
something is happening. So these people are being manifesting through that process.
Hare Krishna
Okay.
So
Prabhuji.
yes, Mataji.
So this milk ocean is on Bhulok only, no? The
You remember
Matlab,
during our discussion in the Bhumandala there are 7 dvipas
yes,
which
yes,
are surrounded by 7 oceans which Privrata Maharaj created by his chariot wheel. The
yes.
fifth one is the Milk Ocean. That is
Yes.
where they were performing this churning.
Okay, but that is considered a heaven only, no? This place.
No, yeah, that is all part of Bhauma Swarga,
Oh,
heavenly abode on the earthly level. Because other
okay,
than Bharata Varsha, rest all is considered to be Bhauma Swarga. Bharata Varsha is Karma Bhumi. So in that way, the Devatas could come here and then they can churn the Milk Ocean.
okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Prabhuji, when we
Ah,
say Dhruva Loka, and
mm,
we say that Kshirodakshai Vishnu resides there in Dhruva Loka, that means
yes,
there is also some Kshira Sagar over there because that is why
yes,
the
yes,
Vishnu there is Kshirodakshai Vishnu. No?
yes, yes.
So,
There is also
so
one lake
that
is there
is
in Dhruloka.
okay. So there are multiple Kshira Sagaras maybe.
Yes, yes. One is there in Ilavrata Varsha also. There are so many lakes are there, na? One among them is Kshirosagar also. One lake is filled with milk. So there could
And
be many more.
Prabhuji, okay. So, as we discussed, Prabhuji, earlier, that there are many Vaikunthas in the spiritual abode as well as in the material realm also. There are three, four Vaikunthas we discussed like that. So,
Yes.
still, these Kshirsagars which are there in those Vaikunthas will be considered as in the spiritual realm only, na Prabhuji, because the Lord Himself is residing.
See, that's what. When Lord comes to a material world, he does not stay in a rented rented place or something like that. Just like Lord is coming, Lord's abode also will come from the spiritual world. So this place is non-different from spiritual world. So like that.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Correct. So we'll continue. अता तस्मै भगवते
अत अत तस्मै भगवते
नमस्कृत्या पितामह
नमस्कृत्य पितामह
भवश्च जग्मतु स्वं स्वं
भवश्च जग्मतुः स्वं स्वं
धामोपेयुर्बलिं सुरा.
धामोपेयुः बलिं सुरा. Translation: The Lord Brahma Then Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, after offering their respectful obeisances to the Lord, returned to their abodes. All the demigods then approached Maharaj Bali.
Hmm. So because Devatas approached Brahma and Shiva took them to Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu appeared and gave them solution. Then Lord Vishnu disappeared. Then Brahma and Shiva also told Devatas. So Lord has given instructions. Please carry on. So Brahma went to Satyaloka, Lord Shiva went to Kailash, and all the other Devatas, they will go to Bali Maharaj. At this point of time, Bali Maharaj is the king of the Asuras. So at the end of this 8th canto, we will read Lord Matsya appearing. Lord Matsya's pastime is mentioned in the last chapter of the 8th canto. So, but however, Lord Matsya is the one of the first avatars among all these pastimes. So during the midway of Chakshusha Manvantara, that was the 6th Manvantara, one day King Satyavrata. So there is one King Satyavrata, there is one sage Satyavrata. Sage Satyavrata wrote Damodarashtakam, and we are singing every day that Damodarashtakam this 1 month, every day, Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam from Padma Purana. And here is King Satyavrata. He was the king during the Chakshusha Manvantara. And early in the morning, one day, in order to offer Sandhya Vandan, he went to the nearby river. He took some water after taking bath. He took some water from the river, and he saw that water contained one small fish. He was about to put the water back into the river. The fish said, "Oh, my dear king, please don't throw me back into the river. The big fishes will swallow me. Please save me." So, hearing the sweet words of the small fish, the king, out of compassion, put that into Kamandalu and took it home. The fish became bigger. He put it in a bigger vessel, bigger vessel, bigger vessel, bigger vessel. Eventually brought it to the ocean. That time, actually, Lord had a desire to perform various pastimes. So, in order to make the pastime, there should be a special circumstance. So, that himself is creating. He told, 7 days from now, there will be a pralaya. As a result of that pralaya, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka are completely inundated by the water. There will be huge rain. The rain will inundate all the 3 lokas, and everyone will die. So when he says Bhuloka, within Bhuloka, inside the Bhumandala, there are 7 lokas also, 7 lower planet systems. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. And they are also included. That means from Atala to Patala and Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, all these 10 lokas are completely inundated by water, and everyone will die. But since you are my devotee, in order to protect you, in order to save you, I'll send a boat. You enter into that boat, use Vasuki as a rope to tie the boat with me when I come back again. Then, during that inundation, I will save you. Like that, Lord gives instructions and Lord disappears. 7 days later, as Lord informed, there is a huge rain and the entire world is getting devastated. All people are getting died because of the heavy floods and all. Suddenly, the boat came. King Satyavrata entered. Saptarushis also entered, and some herbs, plants, and some other living entities entered, and only they were protected. Rest all Hare Krishna. But in order to orchestrate this pastime, Lord bewildered Brahma. Lord Vishnu bewildered Brahma to go to sleep. So suddenly, without his knowledge, he went to sleep. When he got up, the entire pralaya took place, and all that Sargaloka and Bhuvarloka are bereft of people. The planets are hanging in the space, and Bhumandala is not even seen only. Because of the so much water inundating the entire Bhumandala, because of the heavy burden, the entire Bhumandala submerged into Garbhodaka ocean. It is not even seen. Now Lord Brahma is in panic. Sometime back only I created the 14 lokas and filled them with so many living entities. Now 10 lokas are completely washed away. How will I recreate them? How will I fill them with different species? It is a big job. Because last time when Brahma did all this entire task, it took 4 Chaturyugas for him, not 1 day, 2 day, 1 year, 2 years. 4 Chaturyugas, literally 4 Chaturyugas times, 4 Chaturyugas time it took to do it. Now also he needed that long time. He cannot. But however, on the other side, Daksha Prajapati, who lost his head because of Virabhadra, then eventually got a goat head because of Lord Shiva. Unable to tolerate that humiliation, he left his body and he appeared as the son of 10 Prachetas. When 10 Prachetas went to Vanaprastha order to perform tapasya, they requested their son Daksha to become the ruler and take care of the kingdom. But Daksha did not become the ruler because he remembered his past life. He was Prajapati, best of all Prajapatis. Now he has become a Kshatriya on the Bhuloka. He wanted to become reinstate in his position back. So he began to perform tapasya since Swambhu Manvantara till now. So about 5 Manvantaras time period has passed from the middle of Swambhu to middle of Chakshusha. So Brahma went to him and told him, "My dear son, please get up. You want to become Prajapati? I'll authorize that you are the best of Prajapatis. I'll endow you with all my potencies. You please do one favor. You populate these 10 lokas with different species on my behalf. I don't want to do now, but you do." So that time he began to create different living entities through his mystic potency, but nothing is happening much. He went to Vindhya mountain, performed tapasya. He had darshan of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu told, "Oh, you get so and so girl. As a result of that, both of you will beget so many children. The universe will be populated fast." So he married that girl. I'm not sure what is her name. Her name might be Asikni or Marisha. So one of these two names. He married her, and eventually she gave birth to 10,000 Haryashvas. So Daksha sent them, "Please go and get education, perform tapasya and get Lord's blessings. Come back, get married, and beget each 10,000 sons." So first 10,000, then 10,000 into 10,000, then 10,000 into 10,000 into 10,000. Like that, exponentially it will increase. That's what he thought. But when they went, Narada Muni came and showed them the path back home, back to Godhead. They went to forest deeper. Daksha felt bad. Then he begot 1,000. They went to Gurukula. Narada Muni came and did the same thing. Then Daksha became angry with Narada and cursed him. Then Brahma came and told, "Oh, my dear Daksha, don't worry, don't become angry with Narada Muni. You don't beget boys, beget girls, so that Narada Muni will not disturb them." So he begot 60 daughters. The 60 daughters were given in marriage to various personalities. Till now, whomsoever were created by Daksha or who are already surviving from the Pralaya, one among them was our Dharma personified, or Yamadharma Raja or something like that. So he was given in marriage 10 daughters. 10 daughters were married to him. 27 daughters were married to Moon God. 17 daughters were married to Kashyap Prajapati. 2 daughters were married to Krasava. 2 daughters were married to Bhuta. And 2 daughters were married to Angira or somebody, some sage. So like that, 60 daughters were given in marriage to different personalities. So now Dharma gave birth to different Devatas through these 10 daughters of Daksha. And Moon God could not beget even one daughter, even though he married 27 daughters. Some problem was there. But Kashyapa, out of his 17 wives, he begot so many children through 16 wives. 16 wives gave birth to different kinds of children. One wife gave birth to insects, one wife gave birth to birds, one wife gave birth to snakes, one wife gave birth to tigers, lions, cheetah, etc. etc. One wife gave birth to apsaras, gandharvas, kinnaras, kimpurushas, rakshasas, yakshas. uh, One wife gave birth to daityas, sorry, danavas. One wife gave birth to the adityas or devatas. So like that, different one wife gave birth to cows, one wife gave birth to horses, mules, donkeys, monkeys. So different living entities are produced through these 16 wives. Only one wife did not beget children. That is a problem. That is Titi. Every other sister of her got married to same husband Kashyapa, and they all begot children. They all became mothers, and most of their children are situated in well positions. One became Indra, one became Surya, one became Varuna, one became this, that, like that. All children of other co-wives, they are well settled, well respected, well situated, everything is there. So Diti became insecure, and also Diti became what we can say intolerant. How is it that I could not beget children? How could they beget children? Their children are positioned in well situated positions and they are glorified, worshipped by everyone in the entire universe. So then she insisted her husband, I want children. In her mind, she thought that I want to have children who will occupy the best of the positions in the entire universe. Why only my co-wife should have best of the positions, children with best of positions? Why I should not have? So like that, she had a desire internally, and she insisted her husband to beget, to procreate children. So he had to listen to her, surrender to her, and impregnated her during the Sandhya time. As a result of that, she gave birth to two sons, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, with the mentality of competing with the Devatas always. Always want to sit on the topmost position, best position. So as soon as they were born, they grew up. After their conception, they were born, they grew up to youth with huge bodies. Hiranyaksha immediately went and defeated Indra and gave the throne of Indra to his elder brother Hiranyakashipu. So later on, Lord has to appear as Varaha to liberate Hiranyaksha. Then Lord had to appear as Narasimha to liberate Hiranyakashipu. Afterwards, Prahlada was made the king of the entire universe in one sense by Brahmaji. But Prahlada gave the heaven to Indra. My dear Indra, the heaven is yours, you please take care. I will go to Rasatala and stay there. I will take care of the seven lower planetary systems. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala. These seven lokas are under the supervision of Asuras. So Indra is the king of heaven. So like that, Prahlada so told. So things are happening. Nice. So Prahlada ruled for some time. Eventually, he got married. He had a son. His son name is Virochana. Then Prahlada made Virochana the king of the seven lower planetary systems, and he went to Vanaprastha order to perform tapasya in Harivarsha in Jambudvipa. So while Virochana was ruling over the seven lower planetary systems, some of the asuras came and told, "See, the heaven actually belongs to you. How? Your grandfather Hiranyaksha defeated Indra, and even Hiranyakashipu also defeated Indra, and they were the rulers of the heaven. Later on, Lord Vishnu cunningly killed Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, and but the kingdom of the heaven was given to your father Prahlad only. But Prahlad was kind of influenced by Devatas, and they took the heaven, influencing Prahlada in a way by their words or other cunning behavior. So, so they have taken the heaven from your father. So now you should get back your property. The heaven actually belongs to you. Your grandfathers, by their valor, they conquered. It is yours. So Virochana went and dethroned Indra, conquered heaven. Then Devatas assumed the dress or the disguise of Brahmanas, and they went to Virochana and asked, Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi. So Virochana, being the son of Prahlad Maharaj, he was favorably inclined to the Brahmanas. He said, Yes, ask. I am the ruler of the entire universe. You ask whatever you want, I'll give you. And they said, the disguised Brahmana said, No, no, we don't want anything. We just want one small thing. What is that? Your promise. What kind of promise? You give promise that whatever we ask, we will give. He said, Yes, whatever you ask, I'll give you. Then the Brahmana said, We want your head. Then Virochana cut off his head and offered it to Devatas. At that time, Bali, the Virochana's son, was studying in Gurukul. Eventually, when Bali Maharaj came back from Gurukul, he learnt about the death of his father, Then the asuras came and told, actually, the Devatas came disguising as Brahmanas and for no reason, because they cannot win over your father, they begged charity, seeing when your father is intoxicated, and they asked him to give his head. So he cut off his head and gave them. So Devatas cunningly killed your father. They are the killers, the murderers of your father, and they stole away your kingdom, your rightful kingdom. Then Bali Maharaj waged war and defeated the Devatas. And now he is sitting in the throne of heaven. So this is the situation. This is the context in which this entire pastime is happening. Now, because the Devatas were defeated by Bali Maharaj. Of course, on one side, Bali is powerful. On the other side, because Devatas got the kingdom, having taken the life of Virochana, they became puffed up. As a result of that, Indra did not respect the garland given by Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa cursed. Because of the wealth and position, you have become puffed up, you have become arrogant, you will lose everything. Durvasa cursed and went away. That's why Devatas lost everything. So that is their precarious condition. So this is the context in which this pastime is happening. But as Matsya desired that he wanted to do so many pastimes, as a result of that only, that sudden pralaya, so Lord Varaha appeared, Lord Hiranyak, Lord Narasimhadev appeared, and now eventually Lord Kurma will appear, Mohini Murti will appear, Lord Dhanvantari will appear, and then eventually Rama, Parshurama, Vamana, and Krishna, Balarama, Vyasa, Buddha, Kalki, like that, the Shavataras we say, na? All these wonderful avatars will appear one after the other. So eventually one after the other. All these things are happening because of the sudden pralaya that took place in the middle of Chaksha Manvantara, as orchestrated by Lord Matsya. So that's how we have to see this. So being informed by the Lord, the Devatas approached Bali Maharaj. And this competitive mentality is continuing even today. Because of Diti's competitive nature, her children are always competing with the Devatas. Why they only have the position? Why not us? Why they? Why not us? Why they? Why not us? Whenever they defeat Indra and dethrone Indra, Lord will appear in vertical avatara, kill the asuras, again reinstate Indra on the throne. Again the asuras will take some other disguise and they defeat Indra. Again Lord will appear in some other avatara and again reinstate Indra in the right position. So like that. Right now they are fighting as asuras. Eventually they take the disguise of Rakshasas. So to defeat and to destroy them, the Lord appeared as Ramachandra. Then they appear as the kings, the Kshatriyas on the earth, on the surface of the earth. The Lord appeared as Sri Krishna. Appearing as Sri Krishna, he will remove the burden of the earth, which is overburdened by Asura kings, the Asuras who appeared as the rulers, as the kings. So, like that. So, in different times, they take different disguises. Sometimes as Asuras, sometimes as Rakshasas, sometimes as Kshatriyas. It is said that sometimes they also take the roles of Brahmanas. So, like that. So, whatever way they could do something, they keep doing it to gain power and position over the entire universe by dethroning the current universal management. So, this is the competition. It was going on. It is going on. It will go on. So, like that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Uh, Prabhuji, like, means any king conquers over another king, that is considered as unethical, immoral.
No, not exactly. But for what purpose you are doing that? Your purpose determines it is ethical or non-ethical.
Like purpose means expansion of the kingdom. For asuras also means I'm
Why
not
you why
taking
you
side
want
of the
why you
asuras.
why you why you want to expand?
Okay, expanding
First,
they will yeah, they will not be
first of all,
worshipping.
what is the purpose of one becoming a king? What is the prime responsibility of a king?
Take care of the kingdom and the citizens, Prajal.
Why to take care, and what do you mean by take care?
Why to take care means there has to be somebody who will be taking care of them, and the why means
No,
what
there is a
it
purpose.
means
There is a
is
purpose. There is a purpose.
yeah, to take them back to Godhead. That is the
Ah,
responsibility of a
that is the
king.
responsibility. Yes. If a king is in that line, even if he expands, why he is expanding? Because other kingdom is not religious. So you conquer, you defeat that king, and establish dharmic rule in that place. So they will have a proper opportunity to come back to Godhead. So that is the plan. That is the purpose.
So, but Prabhuji, like, means even if the what we say the demons are of good natured or having good moral conduct, still because just they are the Danavas or they are Asuras, that is why means any type of behavior can be done with them to win over them. That is my real confusion
No,
actually.
no.
Yeah.
See,
Because here also we see.
Asura means they are not Vishnu Bhaktas. Vishnu Bhakta Sura Prokta Asura Tad Vipareya. Asura means Ishwaroham Aham Bogi Siddhoham Balavan Sukhi. Asura means I am the Ishvara, I am the enjoyer. Sura means Lord is the Ishvara, I am his servant and he is the enjoyer. I am not the enjoyer.
So it is not according to the birth.
So
Because
the
Prahlad
keep
Maharaj was
changing
born in the
uh,
Asura
family.
Kula, but
Uh,
he was a great devotee, and Virochan is
yes.
his son. He's a
Hmm.
son of a great devotee,
Hmm.
but still means so much of a chal, what we can say, is been done with him by the demigods because he won their kingdom like that. So that is where my confusion is, that means the son of such a great devotee meets this fate, this kind of a death, just because he has shown his valor to occupy the kingdom of the
No,
demigods.
now the problem. See, somebody comes and instigates you, you do this, you do this. So without discrimination, you have to apply your discrimination or you simply follow whatever others says. The
We have to
one who is
apply.
giving guidance is a cunning fellow, but you should be dharmic or not. If you are
Yeah.
following the advice of a cunning fellow, that means you are also considered to be cunning.
Okay.
Hmm. So it's
And
like that.
then we see now, like after Virochan's son Bali is again a devotee of the Lord. Like we take
No,
his
no,
name.
no, no. At this point of time, Bali is not a devotee. He's a simple, a normal, ordinary. As soon as he came home, he heard whatever they said and he followed. He did not actually verify whether they are saying is right or wrong. See, from your point of view, you think that Devatas have done chal. But no, it's up to Virochana whether to give the charity or not. He could have said, I can give any charity except my life. Who is stopping him? That option is there. There is no strict rule that before saying yes, I can give. Why he is so much boastful that I can give you anything you want? He could have said, I can give only these things. Other than these things, I will not give. Ask any from these four options
But
A, B,
it
C,
is
D.
something rule now, Prabhuji, that if some Brahmana comes and asks from Kshatriya, they can't say no like that.
No, no, no. You can tell. You don't have to say that, okay, you ask whatever I want, I will give you. First, you can ask, what do you want? I will check whether I can do it or not. Then one gives. There is the option. When person becomes like Bali Maharaj also, he was endowed with all the entire universe. Vamandev said, I just want 3 paise of land. But Bali Maharaj said, hey, what? You are looking, you're speaking like a learned person, but you are very foolish. You don't know what to ask. You could have asked even one island of the 7 islands. I could have given you one island. You could have asked wealth, money, and palace, kingdom, women. Anything you could have asked. Why are you asking a 3 paise of land? You look like a well-educated Brahmana boy, but you are full number one. Something like that.
So, Prabhuji, the understanding is Bali Maharaj till the time Vamandev asked, and he covered the with 2 feet he covered the entire Swargaloka and this, and then when the third feet has to be put, that very moment the Bali Maharaj turned into such a Mahabhagavata, 12 out of one of the 12 Mahajanas, and he became the great devotee of the Atmanivedan type of bhakti. How to understand this?
See, that is Krupa Siddhi. You see, as of now, seen. That's why Bhagavad Gita plays very important role. Here, Virochana is giving charity. Bali is also giving charity. Karna was also very known for charity. Yes or no? Whole India talks about Karna as the best of the charitable people. And other people are also giving charity. But Bhagavad Gita chapter 17 talks about charity in the mode of goodness, charity in the mode of passion, charity in the mode of ignorance. See, charity is charity, but in which mood we are giving charity, that we have to understand. That will qualify that charity is good charity or bad charity. From external point of view, everyone will say that, oh, charity, charity, so much charity, this charity, that charity. But what was the intention with which they are giving charity? What was the purpose to accomplish they are giving charity? That we have to understand based on Bhagavad Gita chapter 17. Whether their charity is in the mode of goodness, in the mode of passion, the mode of ignorance, and the mode of pure goodness. That will help us understand whether this charity is bona fide or not bona fide, or etc. etc. We
Bali
only know
Maharaj
charity.
charity was in mode of goodness, na Prabhu?
Kiska charity?
Bali Maharaj.
No. When he was about to give charity, he was giving charity in the mode of passion only. Passion means anticipating good name, fame, like that.
Okay, so whatever the type of devotion we say, na, that
But eventually, when Shukracharya reveals that it is Lord Vishnu, when he heard the name of Lord Vishnu by Shukracharya, then the Krupa Siddhi took place. Then he says, oh, it is Lord Vishnu. My grandfather Prahlada is a devotee. I am in the line of Prahlad Maharaj. If Lord Vishnu himself is coming in the disguise as a Brahmana boy, how can I say no to him? I will give. By hearing the name of Lord Vishnu by the mouth of Shukracharya, the bhakti hidden in the core of the heart, it manifested. What was that? Nectar of devotion, Prabhupada quotes this verse always. Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karoi Uday. What
Nitya
what
Siddha
the
Krishna Prem Sadhya
Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunoi. Krishna Prema is always there, but Nitya Siddha is only an exhibit. But when do we exhibit that Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema? The Krishna Prema of Nitya Siddhas? Shravanadi Shuddha Chitta. When with the Shuddha Chitta, we do Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam of the Supreme Lord's Nama, Rupa, Gun, Lila. Then that Shuddha Bhakti will manifest, will revive. It is currently in dormant. It will reawaken. Same thing happened with Bali Maharaj. When he heard the name of Lord Vishnu, then he remembered Prahlad Maharaj and he remembered the Bhakti of Prahlad Maharaj. Then such that remembrance of Prahlad Maharaj revived that Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunoi. That revived, that got revived. Then he wholeheartedly offered charity. But before that, he was offering charity because I am coming in a family, my family is known for giving charities. Even my father gave his life in the name of charity, in the charity. He did not even care for his life for giving charity. Because charity is supposed to be given. That is Vedic Dharma. Yajna Dana Tapa. Yajna Dana Tapa. Natyajam Manishina. So that is called charity in the mode of passion. But here, later on, after even though Shukracharya said no, then he gave charity. Now giving charity is pure goodness. Because he is already purified by remembering Prahlad Maharaj, remembering Lord Vishnu.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji, and one small thing, like Daityas, Asuras, and Danavas, are they the same or there is some differentiation?
No,
One
no, no,
thing I
no.
know that Diti's
Asuras,
sons are
Asuras is a
Daityas.
general name. Asuras is a general name. Daityas are the children of Diti. Danavas are the
Danu,
children of Danu.
yeah.
So both of them are Asuras. Asura means those who does not want
Against the
to
Lord.
serve the Lord. Yeah,
Okay.
against the Lord.
Okay, so
Suras
only
are those who
Daityas
want
and
to.
Danavas, yeah, sorry.
Suras are those who are always eager to serve the Lord. Asuras are Asura, those who are not Suras. So like that we have to understand.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Also, there is some differentiation, no, Prabhuji, between Rakshas and some of them
Ah,
are
Ra- Ra-
man-eaters also.
Rakshasas are different. See, Daityas are one mother's children.
Okay.
Danavas are another mother's children. Yakshas, Rakshasas are also two different mother's children. So Rakshasas are those who want to, who are like cannibals, who are man-eaters.
Hmm.
Asuras are not so man-eaters, but Rakshasas are, Yakshas and Rakshasas are man-eaters.
Yes.
The difference
Thank
is
you.
there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, because of the context, we need to understand what's happening, why things are happening the way they are happening. I just spoke about all the background, starting from Matsya Avatara, so that now we can understand why there is always tug of war between Devatas and Asuras. That is because of Diti. This is insecurity, this is competitive mentality, this is envy toward the situation of the sons of her co-wives. So she produced those children who are always enemies of Devatas, who does not tolerate that Devata sitting on the throne of heaven. Why you? Why not me? That is the problem. If they become little bit powerful, they immediately fight with Indra and defeat Indra, sit on the throne of Indra. Then Lord Vishnu has to come in some avatara, then settle the matter. Then when there is right opportunity, again they do same thing. They keep looking for right opportunity. This will continue. This will never stop. This is always continuing. So like that. So at this current time, the Lord does not want to do battle only immediately. Okay, अभी ये लोग ऐसा रहे तो क्या करें अभी? They are very by the very nature they are very cunning. So उनको lesson भी cunning way सिखाना पड़ेगा. So like that, Lord want to employ them in the hard work. So something will happen eventually. So like that. दृष्ट्वा दृष्ट्वारेणपि असम्यतान्
दृष्ट्वारीनपि असंयताम्
जातक्षोभान् स्वनायकान्
जातक्षोभान् स्वनायकान्
न्यषेद दैत्यराट् श्लोक्या
न्यषेधदैत्यराट्श्लोक्या
सन्धिविग्रहकालवेत्
सन्धिविग्रहकालवे. Maharaj Bali, a most celebrated king of the demons, knew very well when to make peace and to fight. Thus, although his commanders and captains were agitated and were about to kill the demigod, Maharaj Bali, seeing that the demigods were coming to him without a militant attitude, forbade his commanders to kill them.
So famous Maharaja Bali, the king of the demons, knowing when to make peace and when to fight, seeing the Devatas in a conciliatory mood, restrained his commanders who were ready to kill them. So in one sense, Bali Maharaj is the direct descendant of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj's son is Virochana, Virochana's son is Bali Maharaj. So there are some what you can say genealogical trait. So we cannot deny them. So as of now, is acting like a ambitious moralist, not a devotee, but ambitious moralist. We can say. So because Devatas came without weapons, so he said, no, 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 don't attack them. Other asuras are eager to attack because they are weaponless. Is a good chance to kill them. But Balimara said, no, no, that is not right. In the battlefield, we should fight. In the royal court, we should discuss. Something like that. The famous Maharaja Bali, the king of the demons, knowing when to make peace and when to fight, seeing the Devatas in a conciliatory mood, restrained his commanders who were ready to kill them. Bali, seeing that the Devatas had come without weapons and armor, forbade his commanders who were ready to kill them. Slokya means famous. So, but anyway, by the time Sukadeva Goswami is speaking Bhagavatam, we know about Bali Maharaj. For now, Bali Maharaj is a great devotee. Eventually, will become great devotee. So, one who is going to become great devotee, right now also should give respect. That's why Sukadeva Goswami is addressing him Shlokyam. So, Slokya means famous. He is going to become famous in the very future, very soon. So, like that. ते विरोचनीम् आसीनम् sorry ते
Te virocha,
वैरोचनीम् स्वते वैरोचनीमासीनम्
te vairochanim asinyam,
गुप्तं गुप्तं चासुरयूतपै
guptam cha surayuthapai,
श्रिया परमया जुष्टम्
shriya paramaya jushtam,
जिताशेषम् उपागमम्.
jita shesham upagamam. The demigods approached Bali Maharaj, the son of Virochan, and sat down near him. Bali Maharaj was protected by the commanders of the demons and was most opulent, having conquered all the universes.
Hmm. The Devatas approached seated Bali, the son of Virochana, who had conquered all directions, who was surrounded by the highest luxury, and who was protected by the commanders of the demons. See the irony. Bali Maharaj dethroned Indra, sitting on the throne of Indra in the Amaravati, in the midst of all opulences. And Indra has come here only to make peace. So, Indra is coming to his own town, his own palace, his own throne, but occupied by Bali Maharaj for peace. That is what happening to Indra. Bali had conquered all directions. So by conquering Indra, he had conquered all directions. He is the king of the entire universe. So in that sense. Mahendra Slakshanaya Vamsha
महेन्द्रलक्ष्मणया वाच
Snatvaitva Mahamatihi
स्नात्वयित्वा महामतिः
Abhyabhashata Tatsarvam
अभ्यभाषत तत्सर्वं
Shikshitam Purushottamat.
शिक्षितं पुरुषोत्तमात्. After pleasing Bali Maharaj with mild words, Lord Indra, the king of demigods, who was most intelligent, very politely submitted all the proposals he had learned from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu.
Hmm. So Indra knows how to speak when, how to respond when, etc. So accordingly he behaved. After pleasing Bali Maharaja with mild words, intelligent Indra submitted all the proposals instructed by the Supreme Lord. So, whatever the Supreme Lord Vishnu said, he informed everything to Bali Maharaj. First, he glorified Bali. You are the most powerful person. You are so great, and you are possessed by so many followers. So let all the Devatas and all asuras come together, and let us chant the milk ocean. In order to chant the milk ocean, we have to use some herbs, plants. We have to put them into the ocean. We have to use Mandara as the churning rod and Vasuki as the churning rope, and then we'll churn. As a result of that, nectar will come, and let us share the nectar 50-50. So that's what. Whoever participated, all will get their respective share. That was the pact. When Indra proposed, yeah, it is appealing. So Bali agreed. त्वत्वरोचता दैत्यस्य
तत्त्वत् अरोचता दैत्यस्य
तत्रान्ये सुराधिपा
तत्रारणीयसुराधिप
संबरोरिष्टिनेमिश्च
सम्बरो रिष्टिन्मेश्च
ये चे त्रिपुरवासिनः.
ये चे Tripuravasinah. Translation. The proposals submitted by King Indra were immediately accepted by Bali Maharaj and his assistants, headed by Sambara and Arishtinemi, and all the others residents of Tripura.
Bali's assistants, headed by Sambara, Arishtanemi, and all other residents of Tripura, were also pleased with the proposals. The proposals were pleasing to Bali and others. They thought that they could take the nectar produced from the churning after defeating the Devatas who were weak. So Asuras thought that, yeah, let us work together. When the nectar comes, we'll fight with Devatas, we'll defeat them, and we only will take nectar for ourselves. So this is the mentality of Asuras. And because of this mentality of Asuras, Lord told the same solution to the Devatas. Yeah, like mouse and rat, both of you work together. After the nectar comes, I'll help you take the nectar yourself. So like that. Because Asuras don't deserve. Without nectar only, Asuras are so powerful and they defeated Indra and they dethroned Indra. The problem is that Asuras does not institute the dharmic rule. Because for Asuras, Ishvaroham Aham Bhogi. For Devatas, the Lord is worthy of worship. Everything should be used for the service of the Supreme Lord. That kind of governance will be instituted by Devatas. Asuras governance is, I am the Lord, everything should be for my pleasure. So the universe is not made for this purpose. How Lord Vishnu can tolerate that kind of situation for a long time? He cannot. That's why tit for tat. What is your mentality? Same way you are dealt with. So like that. Tato devasura krutva
ततो देवासुरः
Continue.
मतिजि continue. ततो
ततो
देवासुरः
देवासुरा कृत्वा
संविदं कृतसहृदा
संविदं कृतसौहृदा
उद्यमं परमं चक्रुर्
उद्यमं परमं चक्रुर्
अमृतार्थे परन्तप.
अमृतार्थे परं तप. O Maharaj Parikshit, chastiser of enemies, demigods and the demons thereafter made an armistice between them. Then, with a great enterprise, they arranged to produce nectar as proposed by Lord Indra.
So the Devatas and demons became friends. They agreed to the truce, Sandhi, and they worked very hard to churn the ocean of the milk. Samvidam means an agreement. Ajaya dictionary says that Samvid can mean battle, promise, conduct, name, satisfaction, talk, rule, agreement, or knowledge. So different meanings are there for the word Samvid. So whatever. Here Samvidam is used as agreement. So now from now onwards until the end of the 11th chapter, how Samudra Manthan taking place. All the details are elaborately described. So many chapters are talking about what all happening during the process of churning the milk ocean. So like that. Any questions till now, Hare Krishna?
No, Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This what was the Asura's interest in getting nectar? Like they were aware about nectar means earlier before this proposal was put to them or to demigods also. Anybody was aware of what is nectar?
Yes, why not? Shukracharya is their guru, na? Shukracharya might have taught them about nectar. See, what is nectar from normal point of view? So we can say like this. That particular
Amrit.
medicine which makes you live long. That is nectar.
Okay.
A
So
kind of
they were
medicine.
aware of
Because Shukracharya also knows. Shukracharya can also create nectar, but not this heavenly nectar. That may be a different type of nectar.
He
He,
had that
he
Sanjeevani, na?
yeah, that is also kind of liquid only, a nectarine liquid, drinking which an injured person can become healthy, even a dead person can become alive. And this nectar, which is produced from Samudra Manthan, we can say the nectar that has been created by Shukracharya could be nectar in the mode of passion, that may have some limitations. But the nectar produced by Samudra Manthan is the nectar in the mode of goodness. So by drinking that, one will get goodness mentality and also the energy, all this in the mode of goodness. Long life also in the mode of goodness. What Shukracharya gave is nectar in the mode of passion that will give passionate mentality and passionate long life, etc., etc., everything like that. So in that way, we have to see.
Okay. So, like, there are different kinds of this thing, na, Prabhuji. But when we say Amruta, means one, Mruta is death, and Amruta
Death.
is one will
Mm.
prevent death, like that. So,
Yes.
but it is a relative immortality, na, Prabhuji, because Devatas also, for one Manvantara time period, their tenure will last, and after that, they will not be in the same body, na,
But
right?
that itself is pretty long, na? That itself is good enough. Good enough. That's why it is called Amruta. That long you are not dying means you are as good as Amra only.
Okay, so it is not that they will never die, but it's a
No, no.
for very long period they will experience a healthy, good life like that.
Yes, 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 yes. The soul never dies, but the material body is supposed to die. Jatat sahi dhruvam mrityu. But when that mrityu will come, that you can extend. Mrityu can come 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, 100 years, 1000 years, 1 crore years, 1 lakh, like that. The time period of mrityu can be extended, but one has to die 1 day. The body has to die 1 day. Body cannot stay eternally.
Okay.
So in that way.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
1 second, 1 second. So the nectar which is produced from the Samudra Manthan can make one to live for 1 mantra, but the nectar that Shukracharya might have created who may not have that much potency. It can, at this point of time, it can make a dying person alive, a injured person good, healthy, but it may not keep one alive for 1 mantra. That capacity may not be there in Shukracharya's nectar. Otherwise, if it is there, why would asuras will come and work hard to churn this nectar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way we have to understand.
Sanjeevani was also produced by Shukracharya Prabhuji, or it's a kind of a herb. I mean, still now I had an understanding that Sanjeevani is a kind of booty, jadi booty they say, na? Like, so it's a kind of a herb.
Yes, the Sanjeevani of Ramayana is a Jadibuti. What Shukracharya created, we come to know. May later on when we come to 14th or 15th chapter, we'll read about it. That time we'll get more details. What exactly it is, whether it is called Sanjeevani or what is that.
Okay.
The Ramayana thing is Sanjeevani Jadibuti. Same thing, na? Here also we are throwing the Jadibuti into the milk by churning.
Yeah.
The essence of the milk and essence of the Jadibuti is coming in the form of the liquid nectar. There it is solid nectar, it is liquid nectar. So in that way we can take.
Okay.
There, the Jambavan would be smashing the leaves and root and extracting the fragrance from that. That fragrance is given to the nostril. By smelling that fragrance, they are becoming revived. There also, in one sense, when you crush the leaves and twigs and roots, you are extracting a fragrance.
Yeah.
So that is also like one kind of churning only, na?
Yes. And what Hanumanji brought for Lakshmana, that
Ah.
is also, that was also Sanjeevani booty.
That only I'm saying that Ramayana Sanjeevani means that only what Hanumanji brought,
Okay.
Jadibuti.
So, Prabhuji, there is something called as a liquid nectar, something called as a solid nectar, and there is something called as a mantra nectar also, no, Prabhuji? Like,
I
means
don't
we,
know. It's not like that. See, nectar is nectar only, but it can come in different forms according to time, place, circumstance. Because since you are getting it from milk ocean, it is coming in the liquid form. You are directly taking from the raw, from the plants only. So it will remain as raw only. So like that we can see.
okay, and they will be in different modes as per the.
Yeah.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Ah, Mataji.
Prabhuji, the somras which is generated on the moon planet, that is also nectar, no?
That is not exactly nectar. That is actually that is their daily food. Somarasa in one sense, that is their daily food. It may have some kind of nectarian qualities.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because even the demigods partake
like
of that.
like milk. Milk is we can have it every day in our daily diet. We can have it. Will have if the milk is proper, it will have all healthy and uh, cooperative ingredients
Hmm.
which will keep our health in a proper, nourishing and healthy condition.
Okay.
So in that way, we can say.
So the Devatas are all, they are drinking it every 15 days, no?
Ah, yes, they get to have it every 15 days.
So then why there is necessity of drinking nectar again?
See, we drink milk, we remain healthy. But if you drink nectar, you will live for 200 years, 300 years.
Okay.
But milk does not extend your lifespan.
Okay. They have different effects. Yes.
Ah, everything is meant for a different purpose.
Okay. Thank you.
See, now asuras anyway, they've already defeated Indra. They are sitting in the heaven, so they can drink Somarasa. No, who will stop them? Somarasa is there in the moon planet only. They can drink Somarasa every now and then as much as they can drink. But that does not increase their longevity. That may keep temporarily healthy, nourished, satisfied. Just by drinking 10 glasses of milk, we cannot increase our lifespan 100 to 200. It may be good. One may become strong, stout, and fatty, etc., by drinking more milk or milk products. But longevity will not increase.
Yes, Prabhuji, understood.
Tataste mandaragirim
Tataste
Tataste
Mandaragirim. Yes, Mataji, you can continue.
ojatospatya dhurmada
Ojasotpatya durmadaha.
Nandata Udadim Niyuta sorry Nandata Udadim Ninyu
Nadanta udadim ninyu.
Sakta Pariga Bhavanaha.
Shaktaha parigabhavavaha. Thereafter, with great strength, the demons and demigods, who were all very powerful and who had long stout arms, uprooted Mandar mountain. Crying very loudly, they brought it towards the ocean of milk.
So from the heaven they came down to Bhumandala. First they went to Jambudvipa. In the Jambudvipa we have this Mandara mountain. Within Jambudvipa there are 9 Varshas. The intermediate Varsha is known as Ilavrata Varsha. Within Ilavrata Varsha in the middle there is Mount Meru. Surrounding Mount Meru there are 4 mountains. So on the eastern side is Mandara mountain. So that mountain they wanted to take it. They wanted to take it for churning the milk ocean. And this is a mountain made up of gold. On top of this mountain is the mango tree. So you can remember what we discussed in the fifth canto. That mountain on which the mango tree was there, when the mango tree falls down, that one mango fruit has a dimension of 400 meters. And when it is falling from the top of 11,000 yojanas, it breaks open and flows like a river. By drinking that mango juice, the mouth of the mango juice drinkers and their body emits a fragrance which goes to a distance of 10 yojanas. 1 yojana or 10 yojana, something like that it is there. I don't remember exactly. So that was the kind of mango juice, pure mango juice. So they all went to Ilavrata Varsha to take this Mandara mountain. Thereafter, the demons and the Devatas, who are all very powerful and who had very long arms like iron rods, uprooted the Mandara mountain by their strength and while shouting loudly, brought it toward the ocean of milk. Dimensions I'll tell you. Height of the mountain is 10,000 yojanas. Length of the mountain is 10,000 yojanas. Width of the mountain is 2,000 yojanas. That means the mountain has a base area of 10,000 yojanas length and 2,000 yojanas wide. That big mountain. All the Devatas and Asuras somehow or other together they have uprooted, they have lifted, and they are carrying it from Jambudvipa to Lakshadweepa. After no, not Kushadweepa. After Kushadweepa is the Milk Ocean. So the fifth ocean is the Milk Ocean. There they have to carry this Mandara mountain, and they have been taking it forward. They are about to cross Ilavrata Varsha and then move on. They had arms like parigas, iron weapons, something like that, very big. So even though they are powerful, so many number are there, so many asuras, so many devatas are there. Somehow they uprooted and they held on their shoulders and then moving ahead, carrying it forward. Then what happened? Dhura Barodvaha Sranta
दूरभारोद्वः श्रान्तः
Shakra Vairojanadayaha
चक्रवैरोचनादय
Aparayantam Stamvodum
आपरयन्तस्तम्भोढुम्
Aparayanta Stamvodum
अपारयन्तस्तम्भोढुम्
Vivasa Vijahupati.
विवशा विजभूपति. Because of conveying the great mountain for a long distance, King Indra, Maharaj Bali, and other demigods and demons became fatigued. Being unable to carry the mountain, they left it on the way.
Hmm. Yes, as I mentioned, the mountain is a golden mountain. It has a length of 10,000 yojanas, height of 10,000 yojanas, and width of 2000 yojanas. That big mountain. Because of conveying the great mountain for a long distance, Indra, Bali, and others became fatigued. Unable to carry the mountain further, helplessly they gave up carrying it on the way. So they have to pass through Ilavrta Varsha, and in the eastern side we have Bhadrasa Varsha, then there is saltwater ocean, then Plakshadvipa, then sugarcane juice ocean, Shalmali Dvipa, like that they have to pass through. Maybe they might have gone some distance only, not so much. Even the Bhagavatam Sloka says long distance. From our point of view, long distance. So they might have come to the outer edge of Ilavrta Varsha, where there is another mountain. They have to pass through the entire Bhadrasha Varsha. So they might have come to outer edge of Bhadrasha Varsha. So Bhadrasha Varsha itself is like 33,000 yojanas, not a small distance. That itself is long distance. One yojana is equal to 13 kilometers. So they might have come to the outer edge of Jambudipa. That itself is very long distance. But they could not carry anymore. They dropped it there only. It is so heavy. The next verse says that it is so heavy because it is Kanchanachala. It is a golden mountain. The gold is heavier than the normal stones. That's why it is so heavy they could not lift. So that is mentioned in the next verse. Nipatan sagaristata tatra
Nitapan, nipatan, nipatan sa gatir tatra,
Nipatan sagiristatra
nipatan sagarit tatra,
babun amaradhanavan
bahun amaradhanavan,
churnayam asamahata
churnayan asamahata,
bharena kanakachala.
barena kanakachara. Translation: The mountain, known as Mandra, which was extremely heavy, being made of gold, fell and smashed many demigods and demons.
The golden mountain falling down crushed many devatas and demons with its heavy weight. Of course, some of they could not carry, though they dropped it. But people who are on the outer edge, they could have escaped. But people who are inside the mountain, there is no chance of escaping. The whole mountain might have fell upon them. The mountain is called Kanaka Achala, golden mountain. Achala also means immovable. Because of the weight of the gold, the mountain could not be moved. Gold is heavier than the stones. Huge mountain. 2000 yojanas width, 10,000 yojanas length, 10,000 yojanas height. So much volume and so much weight. That too golden mountain. So density of gold is much more than uh, that of rocks or other metals. It is much heavier than the iron also. Iron density is less, but gold density is much more. So in that way. Tamstata bhagana manas bhagna manaso
Tamstata bhagana manaso
bhagna bahoru kandaran
bhagna bahuru kandaran
vignaya bhagavam tatra
vignaya bhagavamstatra
babuva garudadvaja.
bahuva garudadvaja. Translation: The demigods and demons were frustrated and disheartened, and their arms, thighs, and shoulders were broken. Therefore, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who knows everything, appeared there on the back of his carrier, Garuda.
The Supreme Lord, understanding that they were all discouraged with broken arms, legs, and shoulders, appeared there riding on Garuda. So, in one sense, Lord only suggested them to do this entire activity. So the Devatas, at least the Devatas are following after Lord's instruction. The Asuras are following it out of greed for nectar. So however it is, so since Lord only has instigated this activity, Lord only started this activity, he has to take the responsibility. So there is a trouble now. The Lord himself came and he came there riding Garuda to protect all those people upon whom the Mandara mountain fell. As a result of that, they have broken their limbs. Some of them broken their legs, some of them broken their arms, some of them broken their shoulders. So like that. Giripata Vinishpistan
Giripata vinishpishtan
Vilokyamaradhanavan
Vilokyaamaradhanavan
Ikshaya Jivayam Asa
Ikshaya jivayamasa
Nirjaran Nirvaranan Yata.
Nirjara nirvaranyatha. Translation. Observing the most of the demons and the demigods had been crushed by the falling of the mountain, the Lord glanced over them and brought them back to life. Thus they became free from grief, and they even had no bruises on their bodies.
Hmm. So Lord came there on Garuda. He dismounted from Garuda. He simply lifted the mountain and looked at all the people who are injured. Just by his glance, they all became normal. Lord can do this just by looking. Recently, we have been discussing in our everyday evening Damodar Leela festival. After Damodar Aarti, we have small discussion. That is general culture here in IIT Mandi. There is a small discussion. Every day we discuss one pastime from Krishna Lila, 10th canto. So recently we have been discussing this Hagasura Vada. After killing Hagasura, Lord Krishna also glanced upon all the cowherd boys and calves who became unconscious by entering into the belly of Hagasura. They all got revived. And yesterday we were discussing about summer. The boys and cows were feeling thirsty. They ran and drank nectar in a lake adjacent to Yamuna. Because that lake was inhabited by Kaliya, the water was poisonous. Drinking that poisonous water, all the boys and all the cows fell unconscious as if dead. So Lord Krishna, glancing at them, revived and brought them back to life. So that is the potency of the Supreme Lord. Just by looking, he can do. Just by glance. He is glancing upon Prakriti and impregnating Prakriti and creating all these universes, maintaining them and destroying them only by glance. Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sa Charachara. So just by glance only all things are happening. So same thing here. So they became fresh without any injuries. They became as fresh as without lifting any mountain like that. Girim charopya garude
गिरिञ्चारोप्य गरुडे
aste naikena leelaya
हस्ते नैकेन लीलया
aruhya prayayav abdim
आरुह्य प्रययावब्धिं
sura suraganervrata.
सुरासुरगणैर्वृता. The Lord very easily lifted the mountain with one hand, placed it on the back of Garuda. Then he too got on the back of Garuda and went through the ocean of milk, surrounded by the demigods and devas.
Yeah. The Lord very easily lifted the mountain with one hand and placed it on the back of Garuda. Then taking all the Devatas and Asuras onto the back of Garuda, the Lord taking all the Devatas, Asuras, and the mountain, the Garuda traveled to the Milk Ocean. Otherwise, at least during that Kilavrta Varsha and Bhadrasha Varsha, the Devatas and Asuras could have carried the mountain. And afterwards, there is saltwater ocean, Lakshadweepa, their sugarcane juice ocean. It would have been very difficult for the Devatas and Asuras to carry it across the mountain, across the water body. On the land body to carry something is very difficult. How to carry on the water? So Lord only keeping it on Garuda, keeping all of them on Garuda, immediately travel to the Milk Ocean, where journey is supposed to begin. So then, having gone there, what happened? Avaropya girim skandat
Avaropya girim skinta
suparna patatam varaha
sparnam patatam varam
yayau jalanta usrujya
yayo jalanta utstrijya
harena sa visarjitaha.
harinasa visarjita. Translation. Thereafter, Garuda, the chief of birds, unloaded Mandara mountain from his shoulder and brought it near the water. Then he was asked by the Lord to leave that place and he left.
Yeah. Thereafter, that means having gone to the Milk Ocean, Garuda, the chief of birds, unloaded Mandara mountain from his shoulder and placed it near the water. Dismissed by the Lord, Garuda left. So Lord told Garuda, "Thank you very much. Now you leave." Then Garuda left. The Lord ordered Garuda to go elsewhere. Since Vasuki, a snake, would not come if Garuda was there. So as long as Garuda is there, Vasuki will not come to assist them in churning the Milk Ocean. So now they have to begin the churning. For that they need Vasuki. They want to use Vasuki as the rope. If Garuda is there, Vasuki will not come. So Lord requested Garuda to please leave this place. So then he left. Then the Devatas will summon Vasuki for the purpose of churning the Milk Ocean. So this is the end of this chapter. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Prabhuji, this Garuda is so strong because all the Devatas and Asuras, they were not able to lift the mountain. But Garuda is carrying the mountain as well as all of them.
Hmm. Yeah,
Means, although bird is so strong.
this is not an ordinary bird. This is a powerful bird. More than that, Lord himself is there, na? Lord
Yeah.
can empower him to do this task. Of course, ordinarily he may not do, but at this point of time, Lord has empowered him to do it. Just like Hanumanji. So normally he was there, but when he want to jump across the southern ocean, he expanded so big and jumped across. So when it is required, Lord will empower and they expand and then they do the needful. So like that we can understand.
Okay. And one more thing, Prabhuji, this Mount Meru is also made of gold, na Prabhu?
Ah yes, that is also made of gold. And these
So
four
they,
mountains, which are there in the four directions within the Latavarsha, are also made of gold.
Achha, they all are also made of gold.
Not all. There are many mountains. Mount Meru is made of gold, and these four mountains are made of gold. And between them, there are 8 mountains. They are made up of silver. And beyond these four mountains, there are 20 Kesharachala mountains. They are made up of diamond. So like that. The long pencil type mountains.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other
Hare
devotees have
Krishna,
any queries?
Prabhuji.
Yes, Matuji.
Prabhuji, I just faintly remember one thing that in this entire pastime of Samudra Manthan, the Lord comes in 5 different forms. That's what I had heard. So I'm kind
Okay.
of recollecting uh, 5 forms, 5 different forms. So
Fine.
one is Kurma, then Mohini Murti, then uh, who else is? I'm not able to remember the 5.
We will discuss na? In due course of time, our pastime unfolds. You will get to know. As of now, Lord
Okay.
Ajita is there. So then Lord Kurma will come.
Hmm.
Then Lord Dhanvantari will come.
Hmm.
And Mohini Murti will come.
Yeah.
And in between, while churning, the Lord also expands as Sahasra Bahu. the Lord with thousands of arms.
Okay.
So if you count him also as one, so you will have 5. Ajita, Sahasrabahu, Kurma, Dhanvantari, Mohini
And
Murti.
Mohini. Okay. I didn't know about this Sahasrabahu, so it's kind of
Will read in due course of time as past time reveals.
okay. Okay.
We'll understand.
Okay. Yes,
So
please. Okay.
any other devotees have any more questions? Hare Krishna.
No, Prabhuji, thank you. No question.
No
No, Prabhuji.
questions. Okay.
No, Prabhuji,
So
thank you.
actually, as I mentioned, like we'll have class today 6 to 8 only. But anyway, we just completed the chapter. I thought of taking few verses more, but anyway, we don't have much time. So we'll stop here. I have 1, 2,